Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm actually going to show you how to pipe these cute little forget-me-nots onto a cupcake. They make a great filler flower. So yeah, so anyway, let's get started. So I'll put that on one side. Now I'm going to go through the tips that I'm using first. So I'm using a GG Cake Craft 102. Now you can use a 104 if you wish, if you haven't got this one. So that's that one. And then I'm using a number 2. Well, I'm using 2 of these, so I've got 2. One's filled with yellow and one's filled with brown. So I've got 2 little round nozzles, like so. And then I've got a number 1, which is this one. Just wipe the end, I've got a bit of blue on that one. Where my tissue's gone. Just find some tissue. Sorry about that. So yeah, so this is the number 1 and that's got white buttercream in it. It's just a little tiny little round nozzle. I'm also using another round nozzle, which is, I'll wipe the end of that one. A number 7, and that's a little round nozzle. And then also we always use this one on my videos mainly. It's the 352 leaf nozzle. It's like a little bird's beak, as you can see. There we go. Right, so I filled these 2 with green, which I've used Sugar Flair Spruce green. So pop that to one side. And then this one's filled with white, which I've used the Ingenious Edibles whitener, which I find really good. And then just move my chair set. And then I've filled this one with the yellow. Now what I've done with this one, I've mixed it with 2 types of yellow. I've mixed used the Progel Yellow, and then I've also put a tiny bit of the Sugar Flair Egg Yellow in there. For the blue petals, I mixed Baby Blue, and then I put a teeny bit of Royal Blue in there. Mine's gone quite dark. I mean, so I may have put a bit too much, but it depends how blue you want them. I mean, they do come lighter or darker, the little forget-me-nots. So anyway, so those are 2 of those. And then for the brown, I used this Colour Splash dark brown. Now it made it really light, so what I added into it to darken it up was just a little bit of the Progel Black. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to link all these in the description box below, so that you don't have to remember them through the video. So we'll get started. So we take our cupcake, and this is frozen one, and it's been actually infused in the middle with jam, because this is actually for an order that I'm doing, and the lady wanted jam in there. Right, so we're going to take a knife and get our cupcake, and we're going to get this green. We want a bit of a dome effect on top of this cupcake. So I know this seems a lot, I can always take some of it off. There's a bit too much though, but yeah. We're going to make this into like a dome. Just splattered a lot on there. Put some in the dish. Just gives it a bit of lift. That one there I've just showed you is quite flat. So push that over so it's domed down. I mean, if you've got domed cupcakes, they'd be brilliant for this. You know, these are little filler flowers, so when you're making filler flowers, if you've got domed cupcakes, don't worry, because they'll be fantastic for your filler flowers. Right, so we've got quite a dome, so it's not flat. So that's that one. Now what I'm going to do is just get a piping tip, any piping tip, it doesn't matter. I'm going to mark out one in the centre, and then put 6 of these circles evenly spaced around the cupcake. So you've got the indentations, can you see? There's another one, and the last one. It gives you a guide, see, of where we're going to put these. Now, with this round nozzle, that was a wrong nozzle, sorry. With this number 7 round nozzle, and it's popped out. Pop there. On these circles, we're going to pipe little round circles like that. It's basically so the petals are lifted. Always use a frozen cupcake. Don't worry if it's spudged out like that, because this is just, you're actually not going to see this. A bit of a tickly throat today. So you've got your six look like suckers, don't they, for octopus. Right, I'm just going to sit down. Right, so we're going to take our GG Cake Craft 102. Now you've got a longer end and a thinner end, as you can see, so it's a bit longer on this end. That end you want towards the cupcake. So we're going to do our first one. We'll start with the middle one. Now you're turning the cupcake and not the actual piping tip. So you basically just pop it on and let it flow out. You're not actually doing anything with this piping tip. And we want 5 of these. Turn your cupcake and not your piping tip. 4, 5. There you go, there's your 5. Oops, that's not coming off. 5 petals. I'll just wipe the end of mine. Nozzle. Always stop and tighten your bag. Right, now if that's obviously a bit flat, if you get a cocktail stick, just need to sort myself out a bit. That's it. And don't worry, you've got like a bit of green in there, that's not a problem. Let me just move this one because I don't want to destroy it. And we'll start with the other ones. So just let it flow out. And you're going inside that little circle, it just makes the flowers more lifted. Buttercream's quite warm. Turn the cupcake. Just let the nozzle do its work. Letting it flow out. That's it. What we can do is just lift that, drop that a little bit. Let's wipe the energy nozzle. Let's just get this catching. Let's start with another one. The longer end down towards the cupcake. We want 5 petals. Just let them flow out on their own. My buttercream is very warm. It's quite warm here today in the UK, wherever you are. That's 2. You just can see these circles underneath give a lift. They've like lifted them off the cupcake. Let's do one here. Two, three, four. I'm getting another one here. So just move the cupcake and not the piping tip. Oh, it's not coming off. That's it. Oh, already too much. I'll just my cocktail stick and flatten that out a little bit. You can also lift, because my buttercream is very warm. I'm going to stop and tighten my bag. Always stop and tighten your bag. It helps the flow, and always wipe the end of that nozzle, because that won't help the things sticking. And the next one. And the next one. Don't worry about that. It can be covered. And the next one. Aiming for tiny little petals, really. You don't want massive things. And the next one. So you're not really doing a lot with the piping tip itself. And the last one. And turn that cupcake. Always turn your cupcake so it's at 12 o'clock. There you go, there's your petals done. Now we're going to take our number one, which is filled with the white. Make sure that's tight. Now along each petal, just roll my sleeve up. Excuse my hands as well, they're covered in food dye. Along each petal here, we're going to put a tiny, just pipe from there, a tiny little line, just along the edge of each petal. Now don't worry, because you're not going to see much of this once I put the yellow and the, so you've got this tiny little line. I'll do that on all of them. No point me stopping and on that, on that. Just keep piping these white lines. I'll do this one. Just along the edge of the, so right in between the petals. Doesn't matter if some are a bit shorter. You could always add a little bit on. Well, two left. And then we're going to this one. See, that one had a bit of a raggedy edge, but you can when you put these details on, it'll cover some of those sins, as we say. So that's the little white bits done. Now we're going to take our number 2, the one with the brown, tighten the bag, and in the centre of these we're going to put little dots or blobs. That one's got quite big. We don't really want it sticking up. We just want a, like I said, a dot so it's flat. As you can see, it's joined, it's hidden those, the edges of the white. Then we're going to take our number 2 with the yellow. And then in this, we're going to put 5 yellow dots in the centre, around the edges of that brown. 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. There's your little forget me nots. Now we need our leaf tip, which is a 352. I'm going to put some leaves in between. Now you always have your 352 with the pointed end. It's got to be pointed. You don't want it that way round. You want it up like that, so it's like a bird's beak. You attach it to the cupcake and pull off. So the cup, start filling in some of these gaps where there's no flowers. So connect your cupcake and pull off. There's a gap there. You fill that one. A little gap there. A little gap there. Another little gap there. Or maybe squeeze one in there. That's a squash petal, that don't matter. And there you have the little forget-me-nots. So, how pretty are those? Nice little filler flowers. They're quite quick and simple to do. If you like seeing me piping flowers, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like, hit that notification bell, so you'll be notified every time I upload new ones. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall bring you back some more tutorials soon. Thank you.